ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, chefs at home. That's la vandaag diawa. Revula masango siangena namhlanje. We're sitting with the hit maker of Vula Masango. We're sitting with the hit maker of Kweli. Kore anka tala ka mention the track, the hit itadi man. Little faint that will be here the whole day. In studio today, we have someone who I look up to very, very much. Retire T-Man XPRESS. What man?
Easy.
Benza.
I'm
Not.
100%.
On. I won't lie, I'm excited for this interview. I see. Retire Dijato Mnate. They talk a little bit later, just before our break. But before we get into the chunk, the meat of the interview, we need to ice break. Hang on.
Yeah, sure.
So, Kirogo and Afede Gnale event.
Sure.
5 artists only.
Yeah.
Kukayo na Kirimpelaina.
5 artists.
With Lisama.
Obvious, bro. Gabs with the small Pori, Youngstana, Amos. Hey, this one is tricky. That's 4, ne? The 5th one, it has to really make crazy.
Ay, Barigilimek.
It has to be really make crazy. Yeah.
Okay. First warm up done. Second warm up. Papa knows like this.
Sure.
So, Kirokoena, what is the one song it's feeling, ne? Piano, where you're like, why aren't I on that track?
Yo.
Like you wish.
Imithandazo. Imithandazo. Yeah. It's written T-Man XPRESS all over it, bro.
Sure.
Yeah.
Don't say it's a reverse.
My man.
Or a
My man. Anything with prayer and spirituality.
Yeah.
That's me. What's evil?
Yeah.
So imithandazo, yes. It was like Ganjani. Why am I not there? But it's fine.
So how much do you rate your freestyle game?
Hey.
1 to 10.
Hey. 1.
1.
I prepare right. But yeah, no, I can't freestyle, bro. But yeah, maybe I can try. But 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Because now, but we'll let it to the listener, just in case they're still sleeping. About to sing something.
Give something a try.
Yes, nyana. Piece of your favorite song that you've cooked, whatever.
Kushapeka freestyle ethatha uphosa itshela ushevi kwamakeva thina wayiphosa lento sancelebeleni itshela ugamaphosa abuya zongikhonza ngithi wayitshontsha izinja zangempela zayitshontsha lento ihamba nombheka phezulu womxhosa lo mntana nani mfuna nonke mina ngam angithola I can't say the words. Those words I can't say it now because they're too explicit.
It's not a family show. I didn't
hey. But yeah, that's my. I think that's the freestyle, right? Is it bad? I think it was bad.
I think it was on. Someone's cooking the beat. Someone's cooking right now.
Yeah.
No. I think we're warm.
You think?
I want us to go to the beginning.
Yeah.
T-Man XPRESS Okholelava. Where's home?
Home is Deep Kloof, bruv. So Kulelada, born and bred there my whole life. You know. Yeah, Kulada, my old lady, uncle, 2 siblings. And yeah, man, my whole life has been go Deep Kloof. So all the stories that I tell, probably something I've experienced go Deep Kloof or
sure.
something that has to do with Deep Kloof.
Sure.
So yeah, no Kulela Deep Kloof in Jakabo, Soweto. Yeah, and my whole life is centered around that place.
Yeah, so Kulela Deep Kloof, Oplamalela Anke. So
Uncle, my lady.
Yeah.
Mahotman.
Yeah. So Anke, Lila Mahotman, are they the father figure or time out thing?
Yeah, nothing, but nasa plomilin now. So nelimu taking bonang now and then.
Yeah.
But it wasn't far.
Okay.
Actually, Unadula where I live now.
Oh.
Yeah, right now Kopimville.
Yeah.
Which is not far from Deep Kloof, but man, family issues. But yeah, and then nelimu telling thing, and he was a father figure there, for me, but I'd say Mahot Manwaka, they played that role more than him. But he was there, man. I knew him, and we had a relationship. Wasn't as strong as my brothers, but
Sure.
he was there. And I can see about time.
Sure.
And I can go to him anytime. That type of ish. Yeah.
I think that's clean. So manje, na ke nana hore Bafana Amapiano, like the way le ntshang di hit ne le stole to school. No ways, ne le dula, le sheba buka.
Maybe a little bit crazy, not me.
Not you. When you're a good boy. Like what type of child are you? No so good is a low lady.
No man. Actually nambana nekili straight man.
Yeah.
And I was I don't know how to can be wrong, but nekili like academics, soccer, athletics. Yeah, I was that kid, man.
Yeah.
And my dad was strict, so Nachela Olidlaka or that guy. Let's come and do my life into the
Yeah.
So I need his academics to be on point, and then his athletics need to be on point. How could you know what does he do? His chores, things like that. So I was used to that. My mom is also strict, so I was all baba.
Yeah, you were in line the whole time.
Because only I want to list out. One thing about this out there.
Yeah.
List out there, list out a lily
group.
But when you separate, you're alone with your parents.
Sure.
And you need to face the music alone, you understand?
Yeah,
so now I'm pissed at tuba dog.
Yeah.
I don't think you think tuba. Understand? So I'd always think of, man, I don't wanna be in that situation with my mom. So Nekili done a sharp man. Sure. Come back, go play soccer or gym. Homework, and then obviously, but I'm not saying I was like that. Neki Kruva, Limachita, Naribona Kasi, into Sabat Bastud, but nah, na limit. People knew, like my friends knew, hey, guys, you wanna go that far? Let me go home.
Sure.
Understand? So I was that kid, but Nekilis told to Katsila shop. I always look out for myself before.
Normal like childhood.
Normal childhood,
nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy like. Sekile mole, kimole kizama ing exciting. No, that's not me. Yeah, that was not me.
So, or taba tuba, like everyone.
Yeah, like I always have tuba.
It's out to get, but one of the turning point in everyone's life, where lots of tuba that you'll remember for or never again.
That's true.
So what happened for you? Like the one beating that you can remember? No it
was from my mom.
Sure.
So nanek na the video game, bro. Another thing. So like not only like I think in every hood there was always like black where there's arcade games.
Yeah.
So what I was saying, it was a Saturday kadi pajama.
Yes sir.
I went there, bro, straight, so sharpy, man. So she, my mom, Street Fighter was even my stuff.
Sure.
But my favorite was SNK vs Capcom.
Okay.
Chaos, it was like Street Fighter mixed with King of Fighters. That was my favorite. So I'll never forget that day, bro. Like you wanna come around?
Sure.
God, this is hair, bro. Light the go to gaming, bro. Like everybody stopped playing. Hey, bro. Hey, that day. Yeah, and I'm light dancing here on through. I'm on Yes. Can it be jam? Imagine probably 9 a.m. Yeah. I'll never forget that day. And since that day, even if it wasn't for arcade, with PJs or I just knew this is just wrong. Whatever's gonna come after that is not gonna be right. Even now, like at this age, hey Baba, I tell myself, got a son. I tell my son, hey my man, let me not see you. Don't
do that.
9 a.m. outside there, because I'll call your granny. And she will set you straight. Because I know. So I know that's I'll never forget that. Dog. Like that was the one. And then also same incident again. But this time it was with my brother. Sure. So this time kids were scared. I was supposed to do my homework. And then they just bought like a packet of cheese. So I wanted like cheese going through and it was like it's either you're doing a sandwich or just caffeine or something. So now man, I'm brand now. We still do back on the Yo, the cheese daily man like. Yo, di ka tao fihla bra.
Hey,
Ka di bula.
Rapes
Ka di ja di le
kwazo.
jwalo. I wanna like ka di hlakantsha so. Ka di like a sandwich. And there's like 10 of them, bro.
Ele cheese fair.
Cheese fair like Adija.
Oh, cheese boy ka net.
Ke lahlela plastic ke da go nhluma.
Ah.
Ka ba ka go di gaming hape. Manglata ka lata ke Hotman this time. Hotman lang lata. And that guy is so calm, bro. Before he gave me a hiding. He's like, no, so are you done? No, I'm not done. I play. I play. It's like, let's go. You need to do something at home. It sits me down. I'm like, what's happening, bro? The games, what's the line?
Yeah,
No, you see.
yeah.
It's like, no, so tell me about the cheese. hey, that day, yo. And that was the only time my brother hit me, bro. And,
Sure.
And that was the last food, so
Sure.
I didn't even mean it. Like, he couldn't give me like a proper hiding because like one rat.
Yeah.
So but that day, ayo, bro.
Yes.
When you eat cheese, you need to answer ko mama how ke mang usually. And
Yeah.
you are the last born. Most likely you're gonna think it's me. So you need to get this hiding, my man. You know?
Yeah.
And tell your mom how go and no cheese because I keep shopping.
Where's the sandwich?
I was like, okay, it's a sandwich. But I'm finding out after that. Yo, you want to see my cheese? It's too
Yeah,
much
cheese.
dairy there.
Cheese will cook you.
Yeah,
Cheese
it
will
cooked
do
me.
something massive.
It cooked me, dog.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
but that was a time my mom and my brother, but in Gingy,
Yeah.
I didn't get a hiding. But my mom would give out the hiding to everyone.
Yeah.
I understand. So it was like, wait, hey, mama got long sharper
Yeah,
for this, long sharper for that.
yeah.
But it was normal. It was
Yeah,
normal.
yeah.
And I think it helped heal and it molded me to the man that I am today.
100%.
So I can see about what's wrong and right, and I know how to also, raise my son.
I think that's so dope. And I know one thing about Kasi. It's a very multicultural space and environment, right? So I can tell Pinatao or any language.
True.
But what is T-Man's home language?
My home language is Sotho.
This is Sotho.
Yeah.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, my name is Tidiso Tokolo Molokodi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mosotho.
Ke Mosotho.
Mare, wa ba ingena ka anything.
Anything. Obviously, Sesotho sits off from my dad's side.
Okay.
So my mom came Swati. So Sesulu, Seswati is from there. Because let's go deep blue. Remember, I was with my mom like 24/7. So Nebabu was Zulu. So that's why I'm so fluent in Zulu too. Wow.
Okay.
So when I met my dad and Sesotho, like Sesotho Sele Wabona,
Yeah.
so deep. And then my childhood friends, Lele Matsong. You see,
Sure.
Kokasi.
Sure.
And then at school, like I had like a Xhosa friend.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
like it was a mix. The white friends.
Yeah.
Indian and all of that. So
Yeah.
I think I became multilingual because of that. Because when I'm spending time with my childhood friends, was song.
Sure.
And then when I'm with my dad, Rabua.
Yeah.
When I'm with my mom, Siakuluma.
Sure,
When I'm
sure.
with this guy, Yatetra.
Yeah.
I think I'm multilingual because of that.
Yeah.
Solemnly because of that.
Sure.
So that's why ke kgona ngola pina ka Tsonga, in Venda,
Yeah,
Sotho,
yeah.
Zulu, Xhosa, English.
Sure.
So
So okay, let's have vibe because you tell me that you had some white friends.
yeah, we did, right?
Yeah?
And lens.
Okay,
At that
yeah.
time there was white people there for some reason. And kimakula phela da.
Yeah.
So but another thing, my Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'd go to Saint Stithians.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
it was like I can't only grade say sharp.
Yeah.
So they would take you like for extracurricular activities there.
Oh.
So Friday, go lens. I'd go Monday to Friday, and then
Okay.
Friday got 12. Start was school.
Sure.
Then I go and attend, go Saint Stithians, and then some of my
Oh.
friends would attend, go Saint John's and on all of that. So
Sure.
so that we can get a feel of the Model C, type of
Yeah,
education.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it was only chosen like a bunch of us, not
Yeah,
everyone,
yeah.
but those that
Potential
had
good
high
academics.
grades and all of that. So
So if you try like LS or is it just
Lakeleza.
sports?
No, yeah, Lakeleza. It's
Yeah.
not just sports. It's extracurricular, but it's like maths, English, science.
Sure.
And then Iba sports and using the facilities like swimmer, things that
Yeah.
we don't have in our schools.
Sure.
We have access to that. So they'll tell you, okay, because you guys don't swim and students from here are swimming Monday to Friday, you guys will do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Understand? so that at least you have an opportunity to go and join a swimming kai
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all of that. Just those basic things, so that if maybe your mom can now afford these schools or
Sure.
varsity, or you get a bursary and all of that.
You have
You
the
already
skills.
use
Yeah.
you're used to that environment.
You can-
because
yeah.
you're gonna be meeting a whole lot of those students, because one automatically they are in, like they were the first ones in varsity because of that. I won't say privilege, but
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
just
yeah.
in that extra and
The extra push
something,
that
yeah,
they get.
they
Yeah, yeah,
get. So yeah, so I think that's why I had like a whole lot of friends from different races.
yeah. Yeah.
Because I had a lot of friends, but
Yeah.
I try to make friends, like, because I was always curious, how Kelezi and like how Kelezi lens. I most of my peers were either Muslim, Hindu, or Indian and Muslim
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
mostly,
yeah,
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 abo.
yeah.
And then the people who Nabotaki from different places,
Sure.
different races too, and then when you go like to like Saint Stithians, there's white people, and also like students from other countries too, like
Foreign
Portugal,
exchange
France,
students.
and all of that.
Yeah, a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. Understand? So you get to meet those guys, and then you ask their stories, and then they always want us to share our stories. Most of them, they are so fascinated by how our lifestyles. But also,
Yeah,
I understand. They always want to know. Okay, how is it? Go see from the
Sure,
township,
sure,
yeah.
sure.
Okay, and you can make it, yeah. But your grades are high, and we practically the same person. Understand? And like, yeah, it's like that, bro. It's just the affordability is not the same. That's why we can never be around the same space as you, hangata, because
Sure.
there's a certain lifestyle I need to, fall under and maintain, and same as you. So yeah. It's helpful, dog, going to these schools and from different backgrounds.
Yeah,
We get
yeah.
to learn a lot from each other.
Yeah, I think I agree with that 100%. Like,
True.
as someone who, for primary school, I was in a government school that
Yeah.
was nice. It was still like a Model C school,
Yeah.
but there was lots of culture, lots of identity.
Yeah.
Like, da need wataki.
Wangtwang.
High school, kana private school in the same area, Santon area.
Yeah.
Private
Then-
school, that thing, meeting Lebanese people,
Wabo.
Portuguese, all of those.
Wabo.
But I personally feel hore, if I ever have children,
Yeah.
I would want them to have the same experience.
Me
'Cause
too.
That, like, government school gives you identity,
Me
your
too.
culture,
Thank you.
humility.
Thank you.
Mara, the private school also gives you the edge, gives you the
It
push.
gives you an edge, dog. The edge is very important now, especially because you'd want your children to be fully equipped, bruh, in
Yeah.
any way, in any sense, and to have an opportunity to explore every department that they can explore. Understand? Not to be limited to certain. Understand? So that at least it's easier for them to find themselves. I want to say, okay, maybe
100%.
I can fall here and have this career to follow. Understand? Unlike us, we go government school, we're limited, bro. Very limited. Like, understand, if you've been to both, so that experience, but not. I wouldn't want my son to be too like to spend too many years go government school, especially if I've got like the means to send him to a private school. Understand? I'd want him to at least have that identity, maybe 2 years, maybe grade 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then maybe high school, grade 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah,
Go to the
yeah.
private school, have access to everything that
You need.
they can offer you, understand, and have that extra edge too, and see how far you can go. Yeah.
I think that's super dope. I think that's super, super,
True.
super dope. So, no, we fast forward. Because what it sounds like to me is that the life of T-Man was looking like a 9 to 5
True.
corporate job, or if
True.
not, something in the sports, like a
True.
athlete of
That's
sorts.
true.
So, no, T-Man is a piano pro, one of the best. How do we discover our love for music, and at which point? Is it when we at Saints, at Lens?
High school, Lens.
Yeah.
Lens. Probably 2009, 10. Yeah. I never even like singing and being a vocalist and being in music was never part of my plans, bro. Never, not even once. Bro.
Sure.
But I had a friend. His name is Demented. Okay, he used to call himself Demented Soul. Now he's El Michael. I don't know, cause spiritually took a shift. I don't know, but but he's a producer.
Okay.
So his singing is always has always been there, but I never thought it would be something I'll pursue.
Sure,
You know, so like be in a bedroom singer, shower
Sure,
singer,
sure,
understand?
sure.
And then those guys you always tell me that, bruv, you got a voice, bruv.
Yeah.
You're hitting the right notes, you
Yeah,
understand?
yeah.
Let's just try and go to studio and see.
cook something.
And cook, because he's also starting, you know, so
Yeah.
he's there's a friend, there's a vocalist. You can't get access to a whole lot of vocalists that are
Sure.
already there, you know?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's like, okay, let's go to studio and try something out, you know? And we did. So we went to studio and started recording a song. He said, like, sing any song that you like singing, that you always hearing you sing. And then I was like, okay, let me just try one of these songs that I usually sing. It was a Westlife song, you know. So I sang the song on Afrobeat.
Okay.
Yeah. And I sang the song, and then, you know, Fruity Loops, they make you sound like you can sing, you know. And then, yeah, man, after that, and I was like, okay, this is how I sound. It's like, yeah, this is what technology can make you sound like, you know. But this is not you raw. There's reverb. There's what I know.
yeah.
I was like, okay, so if I hit the right notes and get to know I can be cleaner than this. I was like, yes. And I was like, okay, no, and I can do. I think I like how I sound. And I like what I'm hearing. So let's give it a try.
Sure,
you know?
sure.
I started singing. It was bad. Like my singing was very bad at first, bro. And now I actually realize that now, because obviously I'm good now,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So now I realize that, wow, hey, my man, I thought I was the best singer at that time, but yay,
Hey.
it was actually bad.
Hey, you weren't making it out
But
the hood.
yay,
at that
no,
time.
you understand? But yeah, man, I started growing into this, and then I started learning more about it. You know, started doing my own research on how to hit notes, how to read music, listening to a whole lot of musicians, you know, and
Yeah.
finding myself also, you know,
Yeah,
finding my
in
own
the
style. Who's
space.
Team and Express?
Of course, of
Who do I
course.
want to be? You understand? How do I want to establish myself in the music industry, and what style am I using? How are people going to know this is me? You understand? Took a lot, like a lot of years to find that, but because I kept on going. And when I went to varsity, I went to Maharishi Institute, you know, and there was MI production there. There was a guy, his name is Simon. He was a good music coordinator, bro, and he taught me a lot about the basic stuff, you know, that I needed to know that I was doing wrong. And then when I started learning there, I started doing everything right, and then I started growing from there, and until Amapiano was born. I don't know when Amapiano was born, but when I jumped in onto Amapiano, everything changed for me. And I think it was the perfect time, because I had grown and learned so much about this thing throughout the years. I mean, from 2009, probably Amapiano was born 2015, 16, somewhere there.
Yeah.
So probably in 7 years or 8 years around in the music industry and learning how to be a proper vocalist. When Amapiano came in, I was ready.
You were ready.
You understand?
So at the time, were you already T-Man Express?
I was T-Man.
T-Man,
Yeah.
just T-Man.
I was T-Man. I was just T-Man. I
Yeah.
was T-Man Express, but I'd label myself as T-Man.
Yeah.
And then when I started doing Afro soul, Afro tech,
Yeah.
ancestral music, you know, and soulful house, you know,
Yeah.
I started calling myself T-Man Express because
Yeah,
of how I
yeah,
express
yeah.
myself in the lyrics, you know.
Sure.
And then when I'm up piano, I was like, no, T-Man Express.
Kyo,
Let's just
nakufaka
go.
yo,
Yeah.
nakufaka yo.
Now I'm solo. I'm no longer with Michael. I'm no longer the Who. I'm just establishing myself as an artist and a vocalist.
Sure,
You know?
sure.
And a musician and a DJ, because I do a whole lot of things.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
My piano just gave me,
That push, that boost.
gave me direction actually, and light.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it showed me that this is possible, my man. You can actually live off this, you know. Yeah.
And I want us to get into that. Mara no, but it's a dijo.
Smells,
Shapule
that's it.
spicy mint.
Smells good. Eh?
Yeah, I
it
cooked this
smells
one
good. Thank you so
personally.
much. This is my favorite meal because it's easy to cook. You know?
Yeah, it's calm and it's good. There's also,
True.
if it's awabi enough, there's a hot thing.
Smells
that-
nice.
that
You
the
who
Bobby
cooked?
said that-
Who
me.
cooked? You cooked.
Yeah, I cook
You
all
sure?
the meal. Nah.
Hi. Because I see there's a lady in the house. She might have cooked and then told you to say,
Oh, she can't. That one. That one can cook.
okay,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine, my sis. Don't worry.
And look,
One day it's
even
gonna be okay.
the way I started, ne, is because she's my sister, ne?
Oh, yeah.
She's
And you're the
also
one who's
producer,
cooking.
ne?
Okay.
But I can't Jana at all.
Oh,
So daily, I cook. I don't have
wash
to
the
worry about the
dishes.
dishes. Cause no, after kick out the khotsi.
True.
I can make it ngala.
Yeah,
So that deal.
Go fail a
Yeah.
machita.
Yeah.
I'm chito katang lijan.
So Kara, wait again. Let me just do the cooking.
Nah, this is
and
my
then-
favorite meal I'm gonna eat.
Go in, please. Yo, guests never wanna eat when they're on the show.
Cause I'm hungry, bro.
But no,
My man, you cooked there?
I cooked.
Hey,
I did hour.
I think you're gonna be my favorite person, my man.
On, and honest. Don't feel it. Hachiman Akanjigela. It's even more he was a liar on the show.
I never could you boy. Get this cooking. No, this is nice, bro. Yo, not for real.
I guess I saw.
Nice.
Get a come, let me cook you something.
No, nah.
Forget about McDonald's.
When?
Forget about get a come, man.
Let me treat you to cuisine.
And a get a pasta.
Yes.
Get a chicken, get
Well.
a cream. And
And then zekhala.
nothing. Sorry, we just wanted to check if you're busy. Alexa.
Wow, nice one, bro.
Yeah. This is me, and I love cooking. I think
This is nice, bro.
for me and you, I think that's where we intersect. Then I DJ and whatever. But in everything that I do and in anything that I do, it's all about telling a story. So that's why I didn't just want to cook anything. I wanted to cook something that reflects T-Man on top.
True.
As we discuss, as we dissect your story. Because the flavor that I put here is very intentional in terms of the choices.
It is.
Like, Nagbata Ibe, to feel homey, but still elevated, still feel there.
Yeah, like I feel at home, bro.
Yeah, that's what it needs to be. So I think that's what cooking has been for me, and that's why I love it so much, because
Nice.
it
And
tells.
usually when I eat, like
Yeah.
my favorite meal, I want to do I want to make music after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ha. What's a heat? T-Man
For
featuring
real,
the
I don't know.
best.
I always want to make music after I eat, yo. Especially if it's a good meal. Like,
Yeah. Because you're inspired. Like, food takes you to a place and it brings back those memories, unlocks those chakras.
Yeah,
I
true.
wanna know.
Yeah, that's true.
More talented.
This is very nice, bro.
This
This is very nice.
I'm glad you're enjoying. If you need more chili scale,
It's fine. It's
not.
fine.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fine. It's
Clean.
perfect. Boy, you're on point, boy.
I'm on point.
Yes.
Mara more I get to I'm still.
Let me see.
I'm still
As
new
long
to
as
this
it's
game.
cognac.
So retesha jwang.
This is how you dash. Let me show you, boy.
Yeah, please. Cook something here.
Let me show you. Firstly, ice.
I say that is there like a tongue.
The tongue is late.
Oh,
Go in.
I'll try the tongue, Mazda. How try
Let me
it,
show you, boy. How we dash in the cook room.
Yeah,
Oh, at home.
get right.
Yeah.
Is this your standard?
No. This is
Haplo me
what I call
Sunday.
haplo me.
Yeah.
My rider is very expensive.
Hey.
Hey.
So I gotta say,
Hey, my rider.
make
but
the
this-
promoters
but this,
feel
yeah,
hard.
Nice.
Yeah.
This heat is nice.
Yeah.
So Desha so.
Sure.
Make sure there's too much ice. Okay, no, it's fine. Make sure it doesn't go all the way.
Yeah.
There's ice,
Yeah.
And then put Red Bull. 'Cause,
Yeah.
there's too much sugar here
Okay.
and there's too much ginseng.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then no tonic. Oh, ska shapa ke pilo.
Eish. Eish.
Abo.
And then on not.
Yeah. and
Also
then there's no tongue. This.
Or. Hi.
That's why we say like that.
Magwet man. So,
You take
Rotlonka breaking and Aleboni dashing 101. Second half, the plate is done. Then we're gonna get into more of the story. Alright, Bafetari, we see the Jotele. Chimena Rano. They were honest.
Honest.
So now, Kore, we can go deeper into the story, go deeper into T-Man.
Yeah.
So now I discover you. So cousins are fella, most of them diploma ngako kasi.
Yeah.
So the ngaya piano blind. And abamamela akbata aknale set. Get over kinida piano, ayabapella machita. Alen kayam playlist nyana on.
Lobakia.
Ay manchela ka. T-Man Express. Kana ko ke Simnandi record.
Yo. That
I know.
era.
I tell a tupa kanete. So, is that your first destination in piano?
No.
Or do you do a little bit and then Giovanni says, T-Man?
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna say first destination, but it was the first venture that I went into that made sense. Let me put it like that. Yeah. So obviously, when I started my piano, I started with Boamo Classic and Gapi, you know.
Yeah.
Because they next door, like Amo Classic is my next door neighbor. It's literally like I say, like Intonak.
Sure.
To me, you know. So I went to my piano. I was still in the Afro space, you know.
Sure.
So I was a big critic of my piano, bro. I used to criticize my piano, rough, bro. Because it sounded the same, like it was the same thing.
Yeah.
There were no vocals. There was just that go, kinky tinky. You know, it's looked drum. Okay, I'm like, cause this is the same sequence, must understand. How they arranged their songs was the same thing. It was the same thing, guys. You understand?
Yeah.
But then it started evolving. When it started evolving, and they expanded the sounds, you know, and they made it more musical, you know. And then when it started becoming more musical, that's where we started having favorites. You understand? Because at first it was just one thing. Then you have your favorite producer now. You have your favorite DJ. You have your favorite vocalist. So which means it's expanding. You know, it's becoming more musical. And then like classic. When classic, used to be a pain in my ass. Bro.
Sure.
Like, I thought, man, please try Amapiano.
Yeah.
Try this song. Like, hey, this thing of yours, guys. Hey, manganya.
Yeah, Alexa.
And then one time I tried, bro, and I was fooling around. I was just we used to spend a whole lot of time together as one family.
Yeah.
I think my mom was going next door, or they were going. I just don't remember. But then I was like, okay, what are you doing? They were doing beats, now, and they're like, man, this beats. I'm like, this thing is also so easy, man. Guys.
Yeah.
Let me just freestyle. Ka freestyle, ka shapa uyastyle. Nalipina ngakuphila kanjani nomuntu okudalela yo. I made yakho style. That was a freestyle.
I'm telling
you. I told you my freestyle is like 1 out of 10.
One. I don't want to freestyle so.
I'm actually good at freestyling.
Yeah.
But so ka shapa da freestyle uyastyle. I thought you shapa da. Them boys made it a song, bro. I see a video after 1 week of Jobe London.
Yeah.
Some place. I'm asking, where is this place? There's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
It was Soweto Ingress at the time.
Okay.
So it's SNK now.
Yeah, SNK.
But at that time, it was Soweto Ingress. This video went viral, bro. My song is playing background.
Yeah.
So it's not just playing background, there's like an edit, but it's playing background at the event.
Yeah,
live. So I'm thinking, hey, this song is that song that we were freestyling Monday.
Yeah.
And Saturday it's viral. I'm like, hey, AMAPIANO. Hey.
That's
come on, guys. 5 days. And they're like, okay, we need to book the vocalist. I'm like, book me where, guys. I'm used to like my Afro sets, my Afro bookings, you know, where I go like with my live band. I used to have a live band.
Sure.
Yeah, I was that guy, bro. Live band, Nandi, live booking where maybe market theater. So it's a theater. I was that guy, you know.
Yeah.
Now they're booking me at a pub. You understand? I'm like, pub booking. How am I gonna do this? Okay, and it's just one song, abo?
Yeah.
Then I was like, they were like, freestyle. Man, the way you've been freestyle. Hey, I went, bro. To so guys. Hey, that night. Hey, they were playing the Amo Classic.
Sure.
And Gap. They were still small boys too. They were not that big in the scene, you know. And Giovanni was big at that time. Huh? Giovanni is playing. Hey, rock this song, bro. Hey, the crowd, bro. I'm like, these people, I don't even know the song. This was a freestyle, bro. I take the mic. I jump on. And then after that, they play instrumental. I freestyle, though. Yo, people are going crazy, dog. I'm like, they play another instrumental. You know, now they don't want me to get off stage, dog. And I'm busy freestyling, just singing about whatever I see. Or things that I can think of, you know. After a while, man, after that, I get, no, guys, Yazin, we need to go to the studio now.
Right now.
Let's go to the studio now. This thing, bands. At that time, I was a duo with Michael. It was Demented Soul and T-Man, you know. And we were critics. Remember, we were critics. I decide, I'm telling him, hey, bruh, we need to have a conversation. And it's a serious one. My man, I'm going solo. And I'm going to AMAPIANO. It was like, what? This thing, it's not going to last. I'm like, hey, dog.
Relax.
I've seen the vision, and I've always seen the vision. But I was ignorant to it, you know. Because even before Boshe Shakes and whatnot, I always saw a loophole. There's no vocals, you understand? But because I was thinking of it in a critical manner, I couldn't utilize the opportunity. Because it was a loophole, boy.
Easy.
There was a hole there. You was just supposed to fill it.
Mainly the ad libs.
You understand? Yeah. But because when you're thinking of everything critically, you can't actually see the opportunity in it, you know? Then I was like, okay, you know what? Because I've always seen this, but let me try it. So I hit up my boy, Man K. He used to own, he owns Black Vision Music. It's like a distribution. I'm not going to say this. He will help you find a distributor in a way. You understand? And at that time, I didn't know the formalities of AMAPIANO. I knew my side of things, you know? Then we didn't also want to dent the record label that I owned. I co-owned at that time. I still co-own it. But we were releasing only Afro music and all of that. So we didn't want to dent it by releasing AMAPIANO. So that's how critical we were. Like, we can't release AMAPIANO here. You understand? We're going to dent the image of the, sharp. Nah, I was like, okay, let me venture out and give it to someone because really we don't care too much about it. So let's just give it to somebody that's already in the space, you know. And then Man K had released Kokota at the time. Kokota Piano, when they were fighting for it and everybody was fighting for that song. He was the one actual guy that actually released the song first. So I was like, Man K, because I know you, I've got a piano project that I just recorded. I recorded after the Social Ingress gig. Went to studio. I recorded a full project in one day. An EP. One day. It was packed. I was like, hey, Baba, we need to. Then I also recorded the Heineken. There's a song called Heineken. I featured Killer Cow there. The late Killer Cow. RIP to him. You know. And then the song went viral too. I'm like, these songs, Heineken. There was a song called Heineken. It went viral, dog, at that time. In its own way. You know, I started getting bookings go Eben Grill. King Roadhouse. Yo, and also it's Ingress. Zonzig's venue. I'm thinking, what? But when's that?
No booking.
It's bookings. And these bookings are like, I'm used to like, Baba, yo, you know when you in the Afro space, booking comes once, it's a lot of money, but you need to prepare for it. If it's a live band, you need to prepare like the whole month. It's a show. You know, I was doing shows. No, but these bookings were coming left and right, and I need to move here and go there. I'm like, what's happening in this piano thing? And people are making money. You understand? And at that time, remember the lineup was the same. Angelic, Stokes, Stokey, Farmer. Sean 101, remember that lineup? There was Bolu the DJ, Lu 911, Tebza 911.
I never
remember that lineup, Jaivan. It was the same thing. They were all playing the same Lady Audio Soul, MFR Souls. The lineup was just there. You know, Bokabza, they were not that. Understand? It was that. Also, it was the same lineup. Them guys were rotating. I'd literally move with the same lineup. To different places. I'm like, what? How do you guys do this? I'm like, okay, this is how we move on the piano scene. That's what they created a small like cult or community, you know? So I start getting used to this, bro. These bookings. I'm performing this one song. And now I add this song with Killer Cow. It starts going. And then now a lot of people start jumping onto my piano. Then I start relaxing. Because I was juggling both Afro and AMAPIANO, understand? And I was working 9 to 5 at that time. So I was like, this thing is too much now. But let me sit down because I'm good at sitting down,
relax,
and then I can observe and then see how I can, play around and have my way in whatever's happening at
Yeah,
that moment.
timing.
Yeah, that timing. So I do that. And I was like, okay, no, right now I need to try and be in a space where I'm gonna be heard, and that's where I decided to go to some Nandi. Yeah,
So Jaivani at this time, not cell phone.
he wanted me. He wanted to know who's this. So, what classic they would tell him, it's a hot man next door, but he's working and
Yeah.
doesn't like AMAPIANO that much
Yeah,
and all of
yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
one time I see him, he pulls up, and I'm like, hey, are you Jaivan? He's like, yeah. I was like, you wish I your style? I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Then it's like, Hampana, please just come through. The boys have been telling me, and they say they will try to get you, but you. And I was like, okay, no, I've been telling the boys that I'm too occupied. I've got like a 9 to 5 job. I'm juggling my Afro sets, and now there's this piano thing. You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah.
So I'll come and make time because I'm very quick when I'm in studio. I can
Yeah.
make like 5 songs in probably like, I don't know, 3 hours.
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
know? So
yeah.
I go to some Nandi for the first time. And I tell them that, okay, I'm not gonna sign anything with you guys, but I'll work with you.
Yeah,
you know,
we'll cook.
because you guys want a super vocalist, and at this time you consider me as that super vocalist.
Sure.
And then we start cooking with Jaivani and some Nandi. I cooked a lot of songs with the boys, and then I'd leave them there. And then like I'd make sure that when I have time, I'd go there, cook. Then I leave the songs, and then I focus on my job. Cook.
No, it's by the way, Askis.
Nah, like you case manager, quite Suzu dog.
Sure,
Yeah, so I used to handle like those big cases alone as when you guys have problems.
Yeah.
And there's lawyers involved. I was the main guy that you come to. You
Yeah.
understand? And then I fix your problems, And it was like I was getting paid well and all that, but I wasn't happy. And I've never been happy at 9 to 5.
Corporate, yeah.
Corporate world is nice. It's nice for the look. Like when you also go see, you look nice in your suits and also,
Sure.
but when you go there, it's a different story because the environment is very different, dog, to what it is. Because and it's very demanding too, So I decided to leave that, bruh. I was like, no, this corporate ish, it's not for me, But that was just in when Akiba no, okay, this piano thing is going somewhere. And people couldn't see it, but I could, Because I started hearing my songs, go to mixtapes such as Ivan. Then the bookings were skyrocketing, dog. And I'm thinking, this thing is making me money. There was a time where, dog, I made twice my salary in one night, bruh. And I was like, this thing, why am I still going to Ngeke, Baba? In one night. And I'm thinking, Ngeke, guys, let's just make sense of this thing. I sit down with my mom and like, Mom, I know school and all of that, and because I'm working with white people, you're happy, It's fine. But let me tell you what I want to do.
Sure.
And this is the plan. This is what I see. It's like the music, yo, yo. Yeah, you're gonna come back at night. The girls, people they do drugs there. Mtanam. Mom, let me tell you, this is me. You trust me as your son, right? And you've known me your whole life.
Yeah.
I mean, you, my mom. I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
And you've always trusted that I make good judgments. Understand? So
sure.
please trust me with this one too.
Yeah.
My mom is supportive, man.
Sure.
She said, what? I trust you. You're smart and all of that. Then I quit my job, bruh. And then
I know it time me like
yeah,
you were
time me observing.
But
So
on.
when I quit my job, what I wanted to make up for was the time in the studio. Understand? This thing of me going to studio making 5 songs, no. I was like, if I spend more time in studio, I can make 50 songs. Understand?
Enhance them.
And enhance them. And out of 50 songs, we can have 10 hit songs. And that's like 10 bookings a day. Understand? And I was like, okay, sharp. And it worked, bro. Because surely 6 months after leaving my job, dog, I was gigging. I had more songs. AMAPIANO. I was playing left and right. Coach Ivani mixtapes. I was doing a whole lot of features, and collaborations. So there was Team and XPRESS. Like people knew that there's now Team and XPRESS as a vocalist and as a musician. There's this guy that's named Team and XPRESS that's doing AMAPIANO full time. You can get him. If you call him, you can come to studio, collaborate. Now I'm starting to turn this thing into a business, you understand? Yeah. And I was making a whole lot more money than I was doing 9 to 5, you understand?
So Shapa solo or no? So it's a
solo.
manager and a road manager.
Yeah, well, I was solo. There was no road manager because now I always It's I've always thought those people are useless, bro. Like, what do you manage and road manage and also how
Sure.
you don't really need those people if you
Sure.
know your way around the game. You understand? You just need transport. Somebody's gonna transport you. You mustn't drive yourself out the artist. Don't ever do that. You
Yeah.
understand? Get somebody to drive you around and maybe get somebody to ensure that your rider is okay when you get there, your set time and all of that. Yeah. So eventually that person turns into your road manager. You understand? So that's all you need, Hausakal. And then when you are expanding and you're growing and you can see that the demand for you as a brand is too high, then you need a team. Obviously that's gonna be able to manage all of that. You understand? In a way. So it's just how you maneuver and how you prefer. You know, you all have our preference. So my preference was to say no. I expand my team based on the demand that they have for me as a brand.
Sure.
Not just because we are
Yeah.
in the music industry that's supposed to happen. No.
Yeah.
Like go according to your standards and how you think you can manage yourself as a brand and what works for you.
100%.
You understand? So yeah. But that's how I established my team. So yeah. That's how it all started, man. And then I went on to even releasing an album, Ikigai, if you know it. My first AMAPIANO album is Ikigai. The first Samurai did well on its own, got myself a distributor.
So wait, Askis. At this time, Simnandi Sele, you've done your job with
I'm still there, still working with them.
But you, because you didn't sign, you still do projects independently.
I've never signed with any label, you understand? So yeah, even with Simnandi, the deal with Javano is that, look, if you need a vocalist, you want me to work, I'll come and work as an independent artist or as an independent entity. You understand? And then what do you do with the music is fine. Like I don't even ask for your money or your spreadsheets. I don't want that. I didn't want that drama because I know more, bruh. You understand? So I know that these things, it can create bad blood between people, you know? So my deal was, you need me now, right, to make music. And you feel that in your mixtape, you need a Team and Express vocal, right? And the music that the boys are doing, sharp. Give the boys everything that you think you should give me. So my share I'd give the boys. They need it more than I do.
Sure.
At that time, bro, from a 9 to 5 job, there's a lump sum that you get when you leave. So I was okay.
Yeah.
You understand? I don't want money. I don't want anything, and I don't want anything that's gonna create bad blood between me and artists because I'm just starting this AMAPIANO journey, understand? But I had told Jaivani and the Samnandi guys to say, anything that I do, any feature that I'm on, any song that generates revenue, please give it to the boys. I don't know if that happened or what, but that was my agreement to the boys. Even with the boys, I tell them, guys, don't be calling me and telling me there's this money for me or what. Take it. It's yours because you need it the most. And I take Amo Classic as like my little brother. So give it to him. He'll know what to do with it and all of that because I know how to generate my own money.
Yes, you know where your brand is.
So that was my deal. And then, should I need you, let it be the same.
Sure,
you understand?
Sure.
That was the deal with me. So that's why you'd find Giovanni when I'm doing my jamborees, he's there on the lineup. When I need he's there. You understand? Like, boys, we are there. So there's no, that thing, I wanted to eliminate this barrier. That thing of saying, you did this, we paid you this much, so you can do this and you can pay us this much. No, I don't want that.
Yeah, you want to build a relationship.
Let's work on a relationship that's going to benefit us forever. You understand? So in a time where you need me in any way, I'll always be there. In a time when I need you in any way, always be there too.
So we're gonna go back to your journey, but I think this is such an important chat for artists to hear.
Yeah.
You were able to position yourself to say, now I know where my brand is gonna grow.
True.
Perhaps revenue is not it, blah 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 blah. There's someone out there who's maybe about to sign a deal.
True.
Right? Would you recommend that they don't sign the deal? Because a lot of people about it, they label that were exploit.
It depends, boy. I can let me put it in two ways.
Sure.
Obviously, you need to review the deal, number one. You understand? And people sign deals based on two things. How desperate they want the revenue, or for comfortability. To be comfortable in making music, knowing that the label's gonna promise me this, this, and that, and they'll do it. You understand? So if you're an artist looking to sign a deal, know why you want to sign, number one. And should the things that you want to sign for, let's say you happen to not find them in the contract, don't sign. Like, that's just common sense. You understand? But if everything that you want and you want to sign for is in the contract, then sign. You understand? Sign that deal and then be happy with it. Don't complain. You understand? If you're saying, okay, I want to sign a deal because they're going to give me an advance here, 100K. And with this advance, I think I can do 1, 2, 3, and this, and they can recoup it in probably 6 months. Then do it. It's your plan. But if it's not there, don't sign. You understand? So, but with me, I'd advise artists not to sign deals. Try and, be a sole entity.
Sure.
And try and do everything on your own, man. Start your own things.
Build a network.
Build a network around your brand, and then build your own thing, start your own company and all of that.
Yeah,
and then you can maybe sign partnerships. You understand? Instead of you signing a deal and giving them everything that you own. You understand? So, and then in return for things that they're gonna borrow you.
Yeah. So do you
That's
think
the thing.
artists sign because I think the reason artists get or feel that they're being exploited is they often sign a deal without them having a vision of their brand. Like a label will say, T-Man, we know he's going to grow. Let's say, no, you're worth 100K.
Yeah.
We know he's going to be worth 1 meter. But T-Man doesn't know that because he doesn't know the game like that.
True.
So now we'll give you a deal that's worth 100K, but when you are worth 1 meter, now type of thing, you're going to say you're being exploited when there was no foresight.
There was no, true. But I'd say most of them, artists, they sign deals because of desperation. They want money. Everybody wants money. But I know most of these artists, they'll offer you something in advance. And then they don't ask questions. In advance, they need to recuperate that money.
Yeah.
You understand? How are they going to recoup that money from you if you're not doing well as a brand and all? You're going to owe them, obviously. And then you need to be there giving them material that's not going to create immediate revenue for you that you can see in your account. You understand? That's where you start complaining. When you start working for what you owe. You understand? That's where you start complaining. You understand?
Yeah,
I would love it because now you're thinking, I'm working, you owe us, man. We gave you an advance of what do you think? You think this is a free country? No. Nobody's just gonna give you money. You understand? And another thing, should you make, let's say your music recoups that money in probably like sooner than the time that they gave you. The time frame that was given to you, probably it was 1 year. They give you 100,000. They say in 1 year you need to recoup this money, and then your music is like making so much sales and there's a lot of streams. They recoup that money in 3 months. They're supposed to tell you that because your music is gonna start making more money after that 3 months than what you owe, and they're gonna owe you because you're gonna start having more money. So when your spreadsheet, maybe a split sheet that they're gonna give you, you're gonna see how much sales you've made, and then you're gonna see that okay, they gave me 100K, but my music made 600K, and then your deal, what does it say? From that 600K, how much are they taking? Then you can see, okay, they're taking 30%. Okay, I'm left with 450K. How? Where is it? You need to ask, where is my 450K, guys? You know what they're gonna say? No, we'll give you another advance so that you can give us more material. You understand? That's where they catch you. They'll tell you, you recoup this money in 3 months. You're a big brand. Let's give you 1 million. They're not giving you 1 million because it's an advance. They know they're trying to cover up for what they already owe you. You understand? So they know for 1 million minus 450 same time. And they know your brand is probably going to make twice now of that because you've recouped this money in 3 months. If they give you 1 million and then you give them another project, this project's going to make 2 million.
Hey, and they're gonna owe you now.
Yeah, but you're never gonna ask about it. You're never gonna ask about 2 meter because you have 1 meter in your account.
I think you just put too many artists on game. Someone right now, their head just exploded, and I think that's really the essence of the show, to try unpack these like technicalities. Because most people think if I fit to La Fitla, But this is a business.
It's a
Like
business.
you're a brand
There's a
every
lot.
single day.
There's a lot involved, bro.
Yo.
Especially in the shadows where you don't see anything. There's a lot that's going on about your brand. Number one, when you start signing things, my man, you need to look at every blueprint that's there. Like I don't know. You need to look at everything thoroughly, dog, because you can sign your life away there. You understand? And if you're gonna say you live for music, you signing your life away practically. If they can own you. Like like a label can own you and own everything that you do, own your masters, and then they'll give you everything that you need now. That's what desperation is.
Yeah.
If you don't have a house, you don't have a car, but you think that's the lifestyle you deserve. You think that's the lifestyle you deserve, but you haven't done your brand introspection in a way that you really understand. You understand? Then they'll give you everything, but they know they've done that for you. They've done research on your brand, and like you said,
They
already
where you're
know how
going.
far you're gonna go with your brand, and then they'll give you everything that you think you need now, and they're borrowing you. Now they'll borrow you a house, dog. They'll borrow you a car. They'll borrow you money and clothes. You understand? So that you look like what you think you're supposed to be looking like, because that's what you're gonna negotiate to. Artists go into a boardroom and say, the label must do this for me. Okay, it's fine. You want a house? I'll give you. Oh, you want what? I'll give you. And then your brand and your music is making 4 times whatever it is that they're
giving. So it's
giving
nothing
you.
to them.
It's nothing to them. But when your music starts not making that much money, they can take it back. Why?
Because you owe them.
Yeah, thank you, my man. You owe them, but when you were making money for them, they were not saying that. Understand? That's business. I mean, it's just business. How it is with business. I'm gonna try and take as much as I can from you.
Yeah.
You understand? And then move on to the next product.
Person.
You know,
Yes, sir.
this product is doing this much. It's like that. It's like Nike Air Force One.
Yeah, you just have to move when
Air
you
Force
need
One
to
is
move.
doing this much. It's not doing
And
that
that's why
much.
your brand always needs to evolve. Like you need to be
100%.
relevant with the sound and know your identity, so you don't shift and make a bad career or a bad brand move. So what we're gonna do now is there's someone on the line who wants to get some advice from you
Yeah.
about how to make it as a AMAPIANO artist. Gonna give them 2 minutes to speak to you. Then we're gonna hop into Confessions Corner. Then we're gonna wrap up and then call it a day.
No problem, bro.
Mind it clean.
100.
And we are back. So, Vandaag, we have someone on the line who wants to speak to T-Man. This is once again one of our newest segments, advice from the pros, giving you the recipe directly from the pros. So, the person on the line today is Bryce. Let me see if I can give him a call. I'm ready to expect a call. I gonna Bryce. Yo, people with too many numbers. I can't. My brother.
Hello?
Wagwan, bro.
I'm chilling, my boy. How are you?
I'm soft, bro. You with us in studio. I've got the producers Teko Tati, and we've got the one and only T-Man Express with us in studio today, my king. He's the vocalist who does it all. You know, he's too much with it. So he's here, he's listening. Let him know, what are your questions, bro? Talk to him.
Oh, yeah, clean. Hey, man, shout out to Mr. T-Man Express.
Sure.
Thank you, Recipe for Success, for having me. Yo, man, I'm glad I got the right person. So, look, man, as a bro in entertainment, right? And as an MC, I've been looking to branch out into like making like my own sound as like an MC or getting into like working on like vocals and stuff. So I'd like to ask, bro, Mr. T-Man, where did you begin and how did you navigate into finding like your own sound? And when I say sound, I'm referring to popular sounds like Sihle with Assam, the type thing, and him Crazy with his unique thing. Like, how do you get to doing that?
Well, that's easy. That should be easy for you, my brother, because you already said you're an MC, right?
It's an MC.
Yeah, so This is easy, man. You need to be out there and see what the people want, and what they like. So the culture is always, active, and it's always alive out there, at Groove. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Mkhodu Monday. Whatever people are doing there, whatever people are demanding, whatever you think people are missing there, that's how you find yourself. So when you grab the mic, and then you probably MC in a way that's different to any other MC. How people respond to you, you need to take what you thought stood out from how they received you, and then work on that and make it your own thing. So that next week, when they know that you're doing the same thing and they're responding again the same way, now they know how to respond to that from who and where does that come from. You understand? That's the only way I can explain it, because I found myself when I go out to gigs and freestyle, and I could see what people are responding to and how they receive me. I always work on that. Whatever they can take in the most, I start working on that, and then give it to them better next week, well polished, well prepared, 100%.
Shout out to that, man. Thank you. And then I just have one more question, bro. So obviously, I've been trying to learn like how to write specifically to piano, and I know that piano usually is like a lifestyle. It kind of just happens when it happens. But what key pointers would you give in putting together like an like a song? Like what pointers would you be able to give?
Hey, my pointers are very. Hey. You need it's experience, my man. How I write my music, I write through based on experience. What I'm going through, what I see, my guys going through, what I've been through. What I've seen that people can relate to. You understand? I tell those stories. Anything that's happening around you that you feel like you need to probably like express or expose, even. You understand? You need to tell those stories. Whatever's happening around you, difficulties that you go through, what makes you happy, what is it that resonates with your life and your chance, your peers, your girlfriend, your relationship, your family. Tell those stories, dog, in the best way that you can, and tell them as they are. Don't spice them up. Tell the truth. If you found your girlfriend cheating with your best friend, tell us how. How did it make you feel? You understand? Yeah. How did it make you feel? And tell us how did you react and all of that. That's what we want to hear. Abantu bathanda indaba, dog. Sitshela indaba, sitshela mkhosi wetsala. You understand? That's the best way of writing music, boy.
I get you. Because I believe that piano to be very personal. Hence
True.
why everyone can relate to it, because one way or another, there's a story that someone relates to.
My brother Bryce,
Yes, sir.
thank you for locking in, my bro.
Yeah, shout out to you, man. Thank you.
Of course, always
T-Man help me cook something. It just changed the way I was looking at things.
Always clean, boy. Have a nice afternoon, yeah?
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Soft, boy. Soft.
Clean.
Hi, Timan, wana unlock industry.
Yeah, you have.
Bapaya batlolwana, bapaya batlokwata, bakate kwetsi industry. But we now leave Simnandi. T-Man is the brand that he is.
It's growing.
And you're still growing. I think the heights are, especially now that piano is becoming more and more exportable.
True.
Piano artists are going to do something massive overseas. I just hope that the sound, as much as piano's nice, like when it's diverse and stuff, but I hope it stays South African, And I hope that Machitamo South Africa pioneer the wave that is coming up piano globally. So that it's a South African sound. I want to sky hijacker, because that's my biggest fear when it comes to the sound. But since being in the game, what are the top 5 T-Man numbers? Like Akotsewe, I just woke up from a medically induced coma. Last time I heard a song, nearly TKZ. I love it, yeah. So no, Barry, in front of this guy you need to listen to, T-Man XPRESS. Which of your 5 songs are you recommending to introduce me to piano?
Imnandi lento, kwelinye, amasango, imali khona, epasini.
Yo, hi, no, pala. You're on all the hits. Hi, you're on all the hits. And then favorite verse?
Favorite verse. Asekubalithi masishintsha sifuna amabhodlela man sayibhala sayifonela
Ayi.
sayikhulumela sayikhabandela man ikhadi lihle limit no decline bengicela ungangibizi zindala zombili khona bangakholisa phambili
Awungeke.
isilale endlini seningane embhedeni hayi ngoba sekubalithi sengithumela namaphophiti spenda nomini ngoba siyakhala imalini
Kasuka madoda time.
That's my favorite verse. Like a whole lot of people haven't heard me rap until Malikona. So,
Yeah.
that was too much. Nah.
So I get you tell your stories as you see them. That's so inspiring.
Basically, like experiencing money in Mapiano. To tell you the truth, experiencing like real money where like had made so much off Amapiano and it was just like I had to express it and I was with Pori, I remember I was with Pori and telling him that, hey bro, I'm making money now, this my piano thing, eh?
Yeah.
And he was asking me how much you making, and I pulled out like 10 grand.
Hey.
I was like, see, I have 10K now on me. I remember. Then we wrote this song. I was like, Malikon. I was like, I showed the call that. And that's how I won now. Malikon. That's how the song was made. Yeah. We were like, yo, sloshed, brat. And yo, I was just expressing myself. Like, my piano is mine, guys. Eh? I was like, yeah, no, you're still gonna make more. And I did, And yeah, man, I was just expressing that and also just getting away from my comfort zone. Because, I've always been that spiritual guy and always going deep with my lyrics. And then they told me to loosen up. Let's hear it, man. Loosening up. And that's me loosening up.
Yeah,
I was like, I can't loosen up and I'm happy. So let's do it, Malikon. And then we did. Like, wrote the verses and we were jamming. And that was a nice song. Everybody loves the song,
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I think that's why it's my favorite verse because I was happy.
Yeah, and it was a different side of you.
Yes, different side of me. Like that's a team you'd get if you're probably chilling and we're drinking, And I'm just having fun. I'm relaxed. There's no work, nothing. It's too serious,
Sure.
That's the team you would get. Like I'd be chilling with you and asking, Antona, let's buy another one. Nah, let's chill, boy, because I'm, I love having those moments because there's not too many of them. We don't really have too many of those moments, and that's why when we overdo them, they look wrong. You understand? If you overdo drinking, you overdo having fun, going out and partying, it's gonna look wrong. People are gonna start labeling you wrong. So that's why when it happens now and then, there should be moments that we don't forget. So yeah.
I think that's super, super, super dope. And then since being in the game, who do you think? Because you learned from your music coordinator in varsity.
Yeah.
You learned from your boy in high school, the producer, Mr. Michael. Now you're in the game. Who do you think, looking at your journey, has really changed your perspective on this piano thing? Or has helped you grow the most? Yeah.
Like like everything has changed for me. Like how I used to think things were, or how I used to think things were run.
Yeah.
I know, it's a different story, dog. Like when you start being around people like Maporis and Kabza the Small, that's where you see that, hey, there's a whole lot more to this than what we think is, And there's a different world out there, brother. Hey, there's a different world out there. What we see is just on the surface, there's a different world out there. This is how these guys make serious money, dog.
Real coins.
Yeah, real coins, and it's the way they move and the way they exploit this Amapiano thing, There's as artists we should expand, dog, how our horizons and how we see this and how we're exploiting this. We are not doing as much as we should because this is our thing, number one, and it's in demand now. The whole world wants to jump on, and the whole world is asking us how to do it. We should have all those answers, dog. Like any one of us can be there exploiting this thing, dog, to its fullest potential. Like we can milk this to zero and still be happy, be having enough to create more tomorrow. You understand? So that's what they're doing. There's a way, there's formulas that they use
to do it, and anyone can do it. Actually, I've also been taught like recently, how to do it, and I see that. Oh, okay, this is how these guys sustain their brands. This is how they. Where there's an opportunity, you need to exploit it. Like, like music is like it's about exploitation.
Because it's cyclical, right?
Yeah.
Like you need to make sure that when something is hot,
You exploit it.
you capitalize.
That's why they exploit artists, labels. When you're hot, they'll exploit you. So music is like they need to exploit yourself as a brand. If you can exploit yourself as a brand, just like how a label exploits you, my man, you're gone. That is the formula. You understand? If you know how to exploit yourself as a brand,
I really
man, I never was taller.
never.
Because now it's not about these corporations. No, it's the people who make you money. People are the ones that decide what they want. You understand? If they want Team and Express now, nobody can gatekeep that. That's AMAPIANO. AMAPIANO, there's no gatekeepers, dog. You can try and gatekeep AMAPIANO. There's some kid from TikTok that will dance about my music for my music, and then the next thing I'm viral, dog. And then if I say no, this is my song, it's my song. It's already viral. So, you understand? There's no way you can gatekeep me, dog. If people love me, they love me. So this is how you need to exploit ourselves as artists. Make sure that you use like as much as you saying like T-Man, I'm your favorite artist. You understand? And I'm one of the artists that inspires you. You understand? Who can tell you otherwise?
Sure.
They can never make you hate me.
Yeah.
Nobody can make you hate me.
Sure,
you understand?
sure.
And tomorrow you might be owning the biggest podcast in South Africa.
Sure.
I'm still gonna be your favorite artist.
Yeah.
Nobody can tell you otherwise.
Sure,
You understand?
sure.
So these piano artists need to realize that they are the shit.
Yeah.
You understand? Nobody's gonna say otherwise.
Sure.
Because you are the shit. Dog.
Sure.
Don't
Zithembe.
nyatsa yourself.
Sure.
Zithembe njayam. Yenza lento kumele uyenze. Ngawe, italente lakho, your gift is yours. No, you understand? Nobody's gonna take it away from you, and nobody's gonna tell you how to use it. You understand? You exploit it. Use it until you think you need to develop it again. You understand? So yeah, I could say that's one thing I've learned the most. We are moving, but we are not really moving the way we should be because we don't trust ourselves. We still think there are people that we need to answer to in order to be somewhere. No. You can answer to yourself, dog. It's AMAPIANO. It's a culture. This culture has grown now. This community is loud. There's no precedent here. AMAPIANO, understand? Nobody says this goes, this doesn't. AMAPIANO, no, there's no such. There's social media, there's TikTok. You see TikTok? Hey, TikTok is off balance, dog. You understand? There's no balance there. Anything can... A kid can come there and sing, I don't know about your toes.
Rock the industry.
You understand? And next thing, we're singing about toes. And the whole country is making money off singing of toes.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's like that. Yeah. That's one thing I've learned about the industry. I'm doing that myself. Dog.
Yeah.
I haven't signed with anyone. I'm still my own brand. You understand? I'm a solo artist and I'm a solo brand. I'm moving on my own. Dog. I'm making like a lot of people will tell you that if you want a prime example of an artist that can make it on their own, it's me, my man. You understand? I sign my own checks.
Hey.
I understand. I do everything on my own. Whatever brands, collaboration I have, I tell you the terms. It's me, my man.
You're the boss. You're the
I'm
CEO.
the boss. I'm my own boss. I'm the boss of my team. I'm the boss of everything because everything is about Team and Express. Understand how I want to move. I'm not gonna let anyone dent me and tell me that, hey, dog, you must do a song and sing about the G-string. It's not me.
Yeah.
Understand? I want to pray.
Yeah.
I can sing about Malikona and I'm happy because it's me.
Yeah, and because I want to.
I want to.
And
even how I sing about it, that's a typical T-man.
Yeah.
That's not a folk or living crazy. Understand? They have their own thing. They must exploit it. They mustn't be exploited.
Eish.
100.
So, another segment thing on our show where people send in their confessions if they are off balancing and never balance.
Okay.
So, 2. Pick a number between 1 and 2. 2. Hey, 2 is hey. Basadi. I am in love with 3 men. The other 2 were only there because the first one was fumbling. I actually like him, But because of a lack of attention, I ended up in someone else's arms. And the other arms were better, not going to lie. Now I'm confused. What's your advice to Anonymous?
I wanna say something. There's no discretion here. Kiss baby, no. There's no such thing as give a favor. That's my advice. There's no such thing. I don't believe in these things. So I ended up in one. Why don't you leave him?
Yeah.
You understand? Leave that poor person. The arms are not okay. Go to the arms that you prefer, but leave him.
Yeah.
You understand?
I think they're all cheating though.
Yeah, it's cheating. Keep a favor, dog. Like all of them.
Yeah.
But what if one of the guys sees maybe I understand. He doesn't know. There's other arms that have been there.
Hey.
Or that are there.
Hey.
You understand? Then I must be there saying, "Ooh, I see him." I'm telling my boys, I found this girl, brother. She's the one, brother. Oh, you know what?
Unless was Kati,
I'm a second option because
dead.
What the dead option? Nah, come on, right? Don't call up favor, swag.
Real. The next one.
Swag,
My fourth boyfriend broke up with me. He says I'm toxic for kissing his cousin. It was just a kiss. We could have done more. My first boyfriend is asking why I'm sad. I've just lost the love of my life. Cousin, Abasadi will rock you if it's like cousin. That nigga must be mad at the cousin. Put the boyfriend one side. Put the girlfriend one side. Cousin?
It's your cousin, maybe Nesatibi.
I never.
Maybe cousin thought she's a side chick.
So, Manje, you must kiss my side chick.
Cousin, you, everyone there.
That whole family. But stop.
Buffet, buffet, no.
Let that
change. Give buffet. I'm little buffet as a country. Then super sharp.
As a country. Literally.
But buffet. But it's fine. It's fine. I can charge, but guys, my advice is you get on buffet.
Yeah. Real. I know. Retweet. Buffet, chefs at home. You got the recipe. If you can't cook now, I get the Bengali jetsa. The keys are to trust yourself. No one's gonna bet on someone that's not willing to bet on themselves. Make sure you read the fine print, even if you wrote it. And make sure that you're in control, the CEO of your own life. Opela, bopelo ba hao, habopelo ke batho ba bang. Make sure on, clean, honest. T-Man, Hotman, thank you so much for coming to studio. This has been by far one of my favorite interviews. We sit di joke happy. Ay, re happy.
And it was nice. But thank you so much for having me, Poison.
Of course.
I really appreciate this at any time.
Sure.
I'm just a guy that's, open to anything. So yeah.
Kopo chela batho. And actually wanted a Ralwan. Kade 31. Something's happening.
Kade 31, man. Guys, come to my birthday jamboree. It's an annual birthday jamboree, 31st of May. The lineup is crazy, man. I have everyone, man. I wanna, like I told you, you need to know how to use your network. Understand? And let it benefit you. I've got everyone. DJ Mampoka is like Upside Small or Ski or Heavy K. Devin Koko. Lemon Crazy, Youngster. Everyone is there. Like for real, Toss is there. Like I don't know, bro. I'm probably forgetting other artists that you can think of.
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah, but there's a lot. Like everyone is gonna be there. So Friday, beginning your weekend, and then let me go start. Go rev, so that when you go to your Saturday, you know. 100%. But that's the annual thing that I do. 31st of May, guys. Please pull through. Come in numbers.
Okay.
Go Pimville on 3. George and Lovo Grounds. Yeah.
Manje.
I'll drop. You must drop the flyer here.
Yeah. So how about like cake, chocolate, carrot? About least as a cake. Keep it happy. Like I still jive.
Ki nampe su nganya vanilla.
Vanilla, mare.
Chocolate na le tsukiri ngata.
Okay, vanilla it is. Vanilla it is. Before we go,
enjoy vanilla cake.
our child, who do you think would really benefit from being on this show, from sharing their story like you have today?
Artists, bro.
Yeah, who? Like, mphe mabitso, phela ka ba batla.
When I think nka qala ka the boys I'm classic and copy. Lee McCrazy himself. Because we recently had a very deep conversation. I'm only going now, but yeah, it's a story for another day. I'm a classic and copy. Lee McCrazy. Maybe the boys, most of the boys that were under these record labels, you know, I'd say maybe all the Simnandi boys, boys that were called Black and Brown Music. I've seen there's also commotions there. Any label, man, all of these boys that are not happy and don't understand what's happening, understand? If they watch this, they can come through and talk to you, and they can watch this, and they can benefit a lot from this, you know, because
we want to give people a platform. That's what we do differently. I see interview, I see PR. But unpack who you are, how you came here.
Most of the boys they're gonna come here online.
Hi, on.
Share their stories and all of that. And you can hit me up if anyone that you want that you can get a hold of.
Sure.
I can get a hold of anyone.
Ay, Timen Mato, see you. Ay, the chef, Payang Mo. Tango.